All right, guys. Like I said, it's coming up on 9 o'clock, and like I said earlier, we need to watch these storms back off to the west. And I've got another radar update, another radar up here for you guys. And so we've got a tornado warning now, a brand new tornado warning that includes the areas of Tunica, Mississippi, or just north of there, and also the area of Horseshoe Lake, the area of Banks and Marinetti, Mississippi, along the area of 61 and the 69 corridor. Now, we've got a tornado emergency somewhere. However, where is the tornado emergency? Okay. Don't need to worry about that one. That's well north of our area. Okay, so the possible tornado is going to be western DeSoto County in Mississippi. It is also going to be in northern Tunica, Mississippi as well. Now, this is a radar indicated rotation for the next 35 minutes, and this includes the possible tornado was located over Brick Brickies are 8 miles east of Marianna, moving east at 45 miles per hour. This is a radar indicated rotation. Now, if you were in Horseshoe Lake, if you were in Pinckney, Lake Cormorant, Eudora, North Tunica, or any of those areas right there around the area of western DeSoto County or northern Tunica counties, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. Now, let me switch over to the Memphis radar, and there, of course, is your supercell that is crossing the Mississippi River as we speak right now. And this one looks like there is Hernando, Mississippi. Here is Horn Lake. And this one, because the other one moved across the Hernando, Mississippi area, this one looks like it will stay just towards the area of Horseshoe Lake, Mississippi, and then move up towards the area of South Haven. So this is the area of concern. Now, I do want to mention South Haven, Olive Branch, and Hernando and Horn Lake are not in this warning. This is basically from the area of 61 and 59 and 69 and points off to the west. This is for far western DeSoto County, Mississippi, and northern Tunica County in Mississippi as well. And so this is going to be a storm that will cross the Mississippi River right now, and then it is going to be crossing the 59 and the 69 corridor close to where they both intersect the 61 corridor just across the river from Horn Lake, Mississippi. And so your possible tornado is going to be back here on the southwestern part of this storm. It is crossing the Mississippi River as we speak. Now, the other storm went from Tunica towards Hernando and went up this way. This one is going to be closer to the Horn Lake area and the areas of Horseshoe Lake, also the area of Marinetti and Norfolk, Mississippi as well before it crosses into the Memphis metro area near the Memphis International Airport near Horn Lake and South Haven. So that is going to be the area of concern from this tornadic storm. All right, for those of you that are asking about Batesville, Mississippi, this is not going to be anywhere near Batesville, Mississippi. Now, Olive Branch, it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be closer to South Haven and Horn Lake, Mississippi. Let's see. Is it going to Rolling Fork? This one is not going. Sirens are going off in Hernando. I do not know why sirens will be going off in Hernando, because this is west of Hernando, and Hernando is not in the tornado warning. Now, for the folks in central Mississippi, all right, for the people that are asking about Rolling Fork, Mississippi, the good news is there is nothing off to your west right now. We've got a tornado warning that is due west of Cleveland, Mississippi, but it would be moving towards the Clarksdale area if it holds together. And then, of course, you've got this one up here that is crossing out of Arkansas into Mississippi right now, close to the 61 corridor, over towards the Commerce Landing area along the Mississippi River. And all right, from the earlier storms at 7:52, which was about 2 hours ago, we're getting a report now of a tree on a car on Horn Lake Road, north of Dean Road in Hernando, Mississippi. So once again, several trees were knocked down in Hernando, Mississippi, with one being on a car on Horn Lake Road, north of Dean Road in Hernando, Mississippi. So that is the only damage report that we have right now for the Hernando, Mississippi area, and that was from the storm that moved through about 2 hours ago. So, we have no new warnings or no new updates from the Weather Service out of Memphis, which is good. But your possible tornado is going to be right there over the Commerce Landing area, moving up towards the Horseshoe Lake area, and then it will cross near Horn Lake and South Haven, Mississippi. And this is in the far, far northwestern portions of Mississippi. We've got one other tornado warning that is in Arkansas, that is west of Cleveland, Mississippi, that would be moving towards the Clarksdale, Mississippi area if it holds together. Okay, that is for... Okay. That's for the storm to the northeast. Okay. So, the storm that produced the tornado damage near Tunica is still causing problems near Selmer, Tennessee, north of Corinth. Here comes your second supercell that is crossing over the area of Commerce Landing, moving towards the area of Horseshoe Lake, Marinette, and Banks, Mississippi, and this is west of the city of Hernando. I believe this one is going to stay to the northwest of Hernando, Mississippi, if it holds together. Right here. It is going to stay towards this area up in here of Horn Lake and South Haven before it crosses the border and goes into Tennessee. It looks like this one is going to stay north of Hernando by about 12 miles or so. So this one is going to stay on the northern side of Hernando. So as of right now, Hernando is not underneath the tornado warning. However, Horseshoe Lake is. Now, Walls, earlier, you guys were underneath the tornado warning that went to your south. This one is moving right towards you right now. So if you were up to 61 corridor in between Norfolk and Walls, Mississippi, you need to be in your safe place right now. Also, if you are near Horseshoe Lake, but I think this one is going to stay on the southeast side of Horseshoe Lake. You're going to get some large hail out of this over Horseshoe Lake, but the possible tornado is going to be back here towards the southwest side of this, towards Commerce Landing, and getting in here to the bend of the Mississippi River north of Horseshoe Lake. Now, let's see. Alright, so we have a confirmed tornado that was located over Robinsonville for DeSoto and Tunica County, Mississippi. So now this thing is confirmed, observed. So there it is. Alright, so let's go to correlation coefficient and let's see exactly where this thing is located. What? 928. Yep. Wait a minute. A confirmed tornado was located over Robinsonville. But I'm not seeing that. Huh. Let me look at the velocity on that because I'm not seeing a debris ball. There's Robinsonville. This is going to be closer to the 61 and the 713 corridor, but I'm just not, unless the radar has not updated yet. Hold on. Let me see if this was a spotter confirmed tornado or not. A weather spotter confirmed tornado 4 miles west of Robinsonville. All right, so this is a spotter confirmed tornado. So I trust them. Spotter confirmed tornado 4 miles west of Robertsonville. So this is on the ground. So if you are near the Casino Strip, Resort Boulevard, or Old Highway 61, you need to be in your safe place right now because this is where it is. Also near Tunica National Golf and Tennis. This is going to be the area of concern right now from the confirmed tornado, and I would say there it is. There is your debris ball that is sitting in between Commerce and Robinsonville along the Treasure Town end across the area of Casino Strip Resort Boulevard. So this is going to be the area of your possible confirmed tornado that is north of Hambrick Road and just south of the Casino Strip Resort Boulevard. So it will be moving and paralleling the 61 corridor, moving up in the direction of Horn Lake and South Haven. But I'm telling you, that is very, very muddy representation right there, if anything is down. But once again, this is your possible tornado is going to be sitting right there, right where your cursor is, in between Commerce and Robinsonville, moving up towards Clack, Marinetti, and then Walls, and then eventually getting into the western portions of Horn Lake and South Haven before it moves into Tennessee. So that is what we've got going on right now. We've just got one active tornado warning, and that is for the area right there. That is an observed tornado that is crossing north of Robinsonville, moving towards Clack, up the 61 corridor. And let's go back to the CC. So your possible tornado is sitting right over Robinsonville right now. About to cross over the area of the Tunica National Golf and Tennis Area along Old Highway 61. And then next up would be the Casino Way and Casino Center Drive. So those are going to be the areas of concern right now. Let's see. So if this thing is still on the ground, it is literally over the Tunica National Golf and Tennis Area right now. And let's see what the Weather Service... Alright. Alright, let me back out. Because the Weather Service just put DeSoto and Marshall County, Mississippi under a tornado warning until 10:15. So we're getting a new tornado warning that will include DeSoto and Marshall counties up here in northern Mississippi, and then 2 counties in southern Tennessee. So Fayette and Shelby counties in Mississippi.
Northern DeSoto County in northwestern Mississippi. Northwestern Marshall County in northwestern Mississippi. Southwestern Fayette County in West Tennessee.
So there's your new tornado warning. And it does include Olive Branch. So there's your new polygon. And the polygon runs almost to Mount Pleasant. So Olive Branch, Horn Lake, and South Haven, and on the northern suburbs of Hernando, is now under a radar indicated tornado warning for a storm that is coming out of Robinsonville, moving up towards the area of Walls, Horn Lake, Nesbit, Jago, South Haven, Olive Branch, Fairhaven, and the 302 corridor. And the good news is they've gone back to radar indicated with this one. But I still... Alright, so those of you that are in western DeSoto and Tunica counties in Mississippi, they are expiring that tornado warning off to the west. So Horn Lake, I can give you guys the all clear. I'm sorry, Horseshoe Lake, I can give you guys the all clear. Marinetti, I can give you guys the all clear. The new tornado warning is going to include Horn Lake, South Haven, and Olive Branch, Mississippi. And they've issued us a airport weather warning because of a tornado warning over the Memphis International Airport. So apparently they are shutting down the Memphis airport because this tornado warning goes right over the airport there. So if you are anybody that's having a delay at MEM, which is the Memphis International Airport. They are going to be delayed from taking off or from going down because of a tornado warning that is over the airport right there. So, your possible tornado is going to be sitting in between Marinetti and Hernando, Mississippi along the 69 corridor. And this place just had another tornado warning about 2 hours ago, and a tornado that was confirmed earlier that crossed Fog Road and 69. This one is going to be a little bit further off to the west, out here towards the area of the 301 and State Highway 301 and Star Landing Road, the town of Walls, and Church Road West. So that is going to be your possible tornado. Now, once again, they did go back to radar indicated, so this thing apparently dropped a quick tornado over Robinsonville, and now it is back in the air and is no longer on the ground, but it could drop another tornado at any time. So, that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. Let me go back over to the radar and look at the structure of the storm. And there is no doubt that this is still holding its own as a storm because it does have a kidney bean shape with a little bit of a appendage area back here towards the Marietta, Mississippi area. And then, of course, your possible tornado is going to be sitting right there where the cursor is. About, let me stop this. About 11 miles northwest of downtown Hernando, moving towards Horn Lake and South Haven, Mississippi. So, in relation to Hernando, Mississippi, let me show you again from downtown Hernando. It is about 11 miles to your northwest. And this one, for you guys, thank goodness, is moving away from Hernando and is moving towards Horn Lake and then eventually the area of South Haven. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. And so your possible tornado is about to cross over Baldwin Road again and Wilson Mill Road, as well as the Star Landing Road near where the 301 crosses Star Landing Road, and the area near West Days, if you know where that is, up there in DeSoto County, Mississippi, right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Alright, so let's go back to the live stream. Alright, so no updates from the weather service in Memphis, which is good. in about 7 minutes. All right, so apparently from the National Weather Service up in okay. All right, so apparently from the Weather Service in Memphis, who covers this area, let me back out and show you. For those of you that are watching in Hernando, Mississippi, if you guys are watching this, the Weather Service in Memphis thinks that this is the final wave of severe weather. So once we get this one storm through Hernando and DeSoto County, Mississippi, they are canceling the tornado watch behind this. So this is the last wave of the severe weather for tonight, as because this batch right here and this line is the actual cool front. And if you are back here in this area, it is over for you. If you are in this area, it is still ongoing for you. But it does look like that this is the last push of severe weather for northwest Mississippi. So this is going to be the last storm that we're going to have to deal with up here for the area of Tunica and Horseshoe Lake, Mississippi. I can give you guys the all clear for the rest of the evening. However, let's see. The Weather Service in Memphis is issuing multiple tornado warnings in and around the Jackson, Tennessee area on both sides, to the north and to the south. And that storm right there is the one that produced the tornado that came over Tunica and then produced the damage on Fog Road near 69 down there just north of where this storm is coming across DeSoto County, Mississippi. All right. We're getting some damage reports out of Tennessee to the north, but I'm not going to read those off because that has nothing to do with Mississippi. So your possible tornado now is going to be sitting about 3 miles or so south of Horn Lake and South Haven. And it looks like it is going to cross 51 and the 55 corridor somewhere in between Horn Lake and Yago, Mississippi. And your possible tornado is going to be sitting on Star Landing Road West, in between that and Church Road West, just west of the 51 corridor near Alden's, Mississippi, and Yago, Mississippi as well. And let me check correlation coefficient and see if we have any kind of debris being lofted out of this area. And the good news is I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that we have anything lofted in the air at this time. So it is still radar indicated, but once again, that is very tight couplet right there in between West Days and the Star Landing Road West, up here in DeSoto County, Mississippi. And this thing has moved now, and it is sitting on the southeastern side of Horn Lake, near Horn Lake and Nail Road. Also, the Aldens, Mississippi area north of Nesbit. So it's crossing in between Nesbit and Horn Lake along the 51 corridor near Aldens, Mississippi. This is going to be just south of the Baptist Memorial Hospital of DeSoto. So it looks like the possible tornado is going to be right there where my cursor is, and I can circle it for you. Okay. Right here. And it looks like it's going to be moving towards the 5569, and then it will cross Goodman Road east. They are keeping it radar indicated with a storm and a tornado producing storm located over South Haven, moving east at 35. Now, I do want to also mention, let me back this out. This is the only storm of concern right now, but well, I can just show you. Right, there's your new updated warning. Let me think. Okay. I'm going to take off the tornado warning for just a second. Alright. The counties up here in yellow in Mississippi are underneath the tornado watch. And this includes the area of Corinth and Tupelo. Let me go in here a little bit closer. Oxford, Grenada, Winona, New Albany, Pontotoc, Aberdeen, Amory, and up here Boonville, Belmont, Iuka, and Corinth and Ripley through 1 a.m. So for the people up here that are asking about Oxford, New Albany, Pontotoc, Tupelo, Corinth, Ripley, Amory, Aberdeen, Grenada, Houston, Bruce, Mississippi, Water Valley, Oxford, New Albany. You guys are underneath a tornado watch that is active until 1 a.m. So we're not out of the woods just yet. Also, we've got a brand new tornado watch that includes the areas of Kosciuszko, Mississippi, Canton, Mississippi, Ridgeland, Jackson, and Brandon, and Vicksburg. And this watch for western Mississippi goes until 4 a.m. For damaging winds in excess of 70, a few tornadoes possible, and large hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So 4 a.m. for central and western Mississippi, and 1 a.m. for northern Mississippi. So I will take that off. And put back on the tornado warning. It is radar indicated for 27 more minutes. And your possible tornado is going to be sitting about to cross the area of Getwell Road and the 302 along Church Road East, coming up on the area of Cherokee Trails, just southeast of the Baptist Memorial Hospital, DeSoto County. So it has crossed over Yago, and it is now crossing Nail Road and Church Road on the eastern side of Getwell Road and the eastern side of 55 and 69 as well. Let's see. Okay, that was a tornado warning up to the north for Tennessee. So we're not going to read that. So Olive Branch, you guys are up next for this possible tornado along the 302, and it will cross 302 near where 78 comes in, really close to the Cherokee Trails area. And then it will come up towards a point near Alexander Road and the OLV, which is the Olive Branch Airport. And then hopefully it will cross into Tennessee and we'll be done with that storm. But once again, this is radar indicated. And let's look at the storm structure. And yeah, it's still got a little hook on it, but the majority of the heavy rain and wind now is going to be coming over Germantown, and the large hail core with this is going to be in between Olive Branch and Germantown, Mississippi. Germantown, Tennessee, Olive Branch, Mississippi. I got those backwards. So Germantown, Tennessee is here, Olive Branch is here. Your hail core is going to be sitting on the state line between Mississippi and Tennessee, and your possible tornado is going to be sitting back here in the southwest over the area in between Yago and Olive Branch, Mississippi, along the 78 corridor near the 302 corridor where they intersect there at Olive Branch. So the possible tornado is going to be coming over Cherokee Trails right now. Also, Craft Road, I think this is, and Western Sandridge Road. Also, it has just crossed Pleasant Hill Road, north of Church Road, and also Goodman Road, which is also the 302 corridor. But it's still radar indicated, which is good. This is going to stay north of Fairhaven, near the area of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And then hopefully it will lift up towards Pipertown and get out of Mississippi. Alright, at 9:58, A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Olive Branch, moving northeast at 60. So, if it's moving northeast, it's going to be out of Mississippi. Let's look. In about 5 miles. So, in about 6 miles, it'll be out of Mississippi, and I can sign off again. But I'm not leaving you guys until this thing crosses out of Tennessee or crosses out of Mississippi into Tennessee, because this is coming through a highly populated area of Olive Branch, Mississippi. So if you're in Olive Branch, I want you in your safe place right now along the 302 corridor and the 78 corridor as well. And let's see. And your possible tornado is going to be sitting right over the fork of the 78 going south and the 302 going towards the east. They're continuing that chime that you just heard was the Weather Service continuing a tornado warning for Tennessee up to the north. So we don't have to worry about that one. It's sitting right over the city of Olive Branch right now. The possible tornado is near the Crazy Cactus and the Piggly Wiggly of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And then it will come across the airport and then hopefully cross into Tennessee and hopefully move towards the Pipertown area. It does look like it is trying to parallel the 302, though. Man, these storms love Mississippi tonight. Let's see if it's moving east, guys. It's moving. It's got a little bit of an east-northeast component to it, so I see why the Weather Service extended it out here to west of Mount Pleasant. I see why they did that, because it is trying to take a more of a east-northeast track. So, Handy Corner and Barton, Mississippi, I still want you in your safe place. Also, along the 269 corridor, especially where 269 crosses 302, because that is going to be the area of concern. Let me look at velocity, because we just got a new scan, and somehow I'm just not buying that. For some reason, the velocity is way lagging. I can guarantee you that we're not going to be able to see anything from Columbus, but I still want to look at it. Yeah, too far away. So your possible tornado at this point is going to be in between now Olive Branch and Handy Corner, about to cross out of DeSoto County and move into Marshall County, and then it will move out of Marshall County and go into Tennessee. All right, so they're issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for 2 counties in Tennessee. All right, so there's your severe thunderstorm warning for those of you that are in Collinsville, Tennessee. Now let's look back to the south briefly. We've got non-severe thunderstorms that are along a line extending from northern Hernando all the way back to Horseshoe Lake into Arkansas, and then back into Mariana. But I don't think we have anything to worry about with that. No, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate strong damaging winds with that. All right, what did the Weather Service just issue? So we got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in Tennessee. We've got one more to watch here in Arkansas. That is southwest of Clarksdale. And that one does need to be watched coming across the Highway 82 corridor and the 278 corridor. So let's take a look at this one real quick. West of Clarksdale. You got a little bit of rotation right there, not much, but a little bit. Let's look at this from Jackson. I think Jackson is too far away. Yeah, Jackson's a little bit too far away. Let's look at this from Memphis. Man, they need another radar site right there in Greenville. I mean, there's a little bit right there, but not much. There's something that's interesting. West of Clarksdale. Let me look at that on... Yeah, I need to watch that area right there. South of Fairs Point. Coming... Alright, so... Wow. The Weather Service in Memphis, Tennessee has issued a tornado warning for radar indicated for Marshall County, Mississippi. And I'm sure it's going to be from Olive Branch to the east. For a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Collierville. Alright, so there, of course, is your brand new tornado warning. And this is going to be for a very small portion of Marshall County, Mississippi. And this is going to be north of the 302 corridor. So this is going to be for a very small portion of Mississippi. Basically from where 72 forks off at Mount Pleasant to the Tennessee state line, and then from the 302 near where 269 crosses 302. So this is going to be a very, very small sliver of Marshall County. This does not include anywhere near Holly Springs. Holly Springs is down here. Ah, crud. Holly Springs is right here. And your polygon is 16 miles north of Holly Springs. So if you're in Holly Springs, you don't have to do anything. What? Do what now? So, your possible tornado is going to be sitting on the state line south of Collierville, Tennessee, in between Collierville and Mount Pleasant along the 269 corridor. And so as soon as they cancel Marshall County, I can sign off, but I'm not leaving Facebook until they cancel the tornado warning, which is going to be in a matter of minutes, just simply because this thing is on the Tennessee state line right now. Let me look. Alright, so Olive Branch, I can give you guys the all clear. And we're down to one active tornado warning. And it is going to be for that small sliver of North Mississippi in between Barton and Mount Pleasant, basically north of the 72 corridor and north of 302. And I don't know why the Weather Service won't just go ahead and cancel Marshall County. Because that thing is clearly into Tennessee now. So I'm still interested in this spot that is right here, coming up the one corridor near Fairs Point. That right there has my eye moving towards Clarksdale and Jonestown. Also got an area of rotation about to cross the Mississippi River northwest of Shelby. So if they were to issue this tornado warning, it would move towards the area of Jonestown, Mississippi. And then the next big town would be Sardis, Mississippi, if they were to issue that. They haven't issued it yet. But the Weather Service in Memphis needs to go ahead and cancel the tornado warning for Marshall County, because this thing is actually up in Tennessee now. There's no more danger to Marshall County right now. So let's take a look. Alright, so So let's take a look in central Mississippi real quick. And see what we can see on the radar. West. Not much. So there's your dry line right there. That is this dashed line in southern Arkansas. And once that crosses your area, you're done with severe weather. Look at all these other tornado warnings that we got up here to the north. We got them all the way from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all the way down to Collierville, Collierville, Tennessee. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tornado warnings and multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. And for Mississippi, for the rest of the evening, we gotta watch this batch of storms in Arkansas, and then this one lone supercell in Louisiana. And all of this will slowly be tracking south and east overnight. That's why the tornado watch in Mississippi goes until 1 until 4 a.m. because of these storms as they progress into Mississippi. So, that's what's going on right now. And let's take a look at our storm up here. And that is out of Mississippi. It completely out. Alright, so they've canceled the tornado warning for Marshall County, Mississippi. Because the tornado warning and the possible tornado was located 7 miles north of Mount Pleasant. So, watch right here. Watch in this area right here. The polygon will shift to the north. There it is. So they've canceled the tornado warning for Marshall County. So that's it. No more tornado warnings right now for any part of Mississippi. Um, Gotta watch these storms as they progress out of Arkansas into Mississippi. Hold on.
The National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Bolivar County and northwestern Mississippi.
Hold up. Hold up. Severe thunderstorm warning is coming for Bolivar County in Mississippi. And I want to look at that briefly before I let you guys go. So, Bolivar County, there it is. All right, so this is north of Shelby, south of Clarksdale.
Northeastern Cahoma County and northwestern Mississippi. Southeastern Tunica County and northwestern Mississippi. Northern County and northwestern Mississippi. West Central Panola County and northwestern Mississippi.
Well, folks, I spoke too soon. Weather Service in Memphis has issued a tornado warning for Panola, Quitman, and Tunica, Mississippi. I'll be dadgum. For that part of the storm that is north of Clarksdale, Mississippi. All right, so we got a brand new tornado warning coming from Mississippi. There it is. All right, so there it is. There's your brand new tornado warning that includes Ferris Point and Jonestown, which is for Cahoma, Panola, Quitman, and southern Tunica counties. And where was that? I think it was Jackson. Oh, shoot. So there's your possible tornado. It is sitting in between Ferris Point and Jonestown. So there comes your possible tornado that is in between Ferris Point and Jonestown, Mississippi, along the 49 and 61 corridors. In Mississippi, north of Clarksdale. And there, of course, is your tornado or your severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible that is crossing the Mississippi River right now west of Duncan, Mississippi. Greenwood will not be affected. This is north of Greenwood. This is going to be for the areas north of Clarksdale, near the area of Jonestown, Mississippi. moving over towards the area of Sledge, Darling, and Falcon, Mississippi. And then it will move over the 55 corridor near Senatobia, in between Senatobia and Sardis, Mississippi, if it holds together. So next up is going to be the 49 corridor and Jonestown. And so your possible tornado is going to be on the 49 corridor and the 61 corridor as well over there in the Delta of Mississippi, in between Fairs Point and Jonestown, Mississippi.